Pay me a compliment, Melvin. I need one. Quick.
You smell good.
Someone said that I smelled like a horny man. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Apologies in advance for my sore throat. I'm getting over a sickness and I'm still scratchy-ratchy. Today we're going to talk about a topic that's always on people's minds in terms of scents. I hear it all the time on Reddit. I hear it all the time on videos. I hear it all the time on TikTok, which is scents that get compliments. Yeah, right? Baby! So what scents get you compliments? Now, here's an interesting thing that I've noticed as I've done fragrance reviews and I've been wearing, at this point, dozens of scents in different environments and been smelled by multiple people, right? I think scents are a little bit more complicated than people let on, and you don't get complimented on the things you would expect to get complimented on. I'll give you an example. In my experience, I would have thought in the past that men would get complimented on manly scents and women would get complimented on girly girl scents, right? But that's not been the case. As I do reviews, I am very detailed in the way I organize my stuff. I keep very meticulous records of everything that I review, the notes, my thoughts on it, everything. I keep very meticulous records in an Excel sheet. It's a whole thing. And I keep track of how many compliments I get, and I keep track of how many times people make comments about what I'm wearing. And the surprising thing is, in most cases, the most compliments I get aren't manly scents. The most compliments I get are surprisingly, and compliments from the opposite sex, are scents that are either unisex or decidedly lean feminine. And I wanted to talk to you about them a little bit and tell you about my most complimented scents so far in my collection. So you could probably think, oh, I'm just gonna get the manliest, coolest scent, like what makes me feel like a cool guy. But maybe that delicate feminine scent will get you more looks and more benefit. Who knows? So let's talk about it. So I'm gonna start with the one that got me the least amount of compliments, but still a lot of compliments, to the most amount of compliments. So sixth place in the top 6 of most compliments is December Vanilla. December Vanilla is a vanilla scent with a lot of attitude. So it has a lot of spiciness, a lot of patchouli. It has a lot of complexity to it that is very different from your traditional vanilla scent, that gets a lot of attention from a lot of people. And I've gotten a lot of positive comments regarding this. In most cases, people compliment me talking about how good it smells and how comforting it smells. Like someone even told me that they want to hug me because of it. So it is a very positive vibes kind of scent. I've heard that this is polarizing, but honestly, I never got a negative comment from this scent. I've only gotten positive comments from this scent. This is a definite compliment getter, and this obviously leans either very unisex or slightly female, but mostly unisex, I think. I think this is squarely in the unisex scent. I don't think anybody would say this is a manly scent, but it's a very, very beautiful vanilla scent. It's one of the categories that I would call a dirty vanilla because it's not a pure vanilla. It's a vanilla with a lot of attitude, a lot of depth to it that makes it less than your obvious vanilla scent. So that's my first one. That would be December Vanilla. My next one, my 5th place, is hands down Club de Nuit Imperiale. So Club de Nuit Imperiale, I wore for multiple days, and this one also got me a bunch of compliments. And I was surprised because I mentioned in my review video, I mentioned that this one made me self-conscious to wear because it was so delicate, it was so feminine leaning, and I felt a little bit self-conscious, and I felt like I shouldn't be wearing it. I thought it was a little too feminine to wear, so I don't think I was projecting a lot of confidence while wearing this. But once I got my first 2 compliments, 3 compliments. At that point, I was like, okay, cool. This is a vibe. Everybody likes this. I'm just gonna rock it. And I got considerably more confident with time. This is a dupe of Delina, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is a dupe of Delina. And this is a sweet, flowery, rosy scent that is very delicate, very pretty, very sweet. It is squarely leaning towards the feminine, maybe unisex if you're very confident about it. But honestly, like I said, I was very self-conscious about this, but the compliments I got from this were undeniable. People really liked this on me, and I got a lot of compliments from women when I wore this. So overall, whatever self-consciousness I got from this, it didn't matter. This thing was like, it was like wearing a fancy suit. It made me feel very, very good while wearing it. So this was my 5th place in compliment getters. This was very, very good. The next one in the top compliment getters for me is another one from Armaf. It's Club de Nuit Intense Man. So this one will be absolutely no surprise to anybody except for my YouTube commenters. So for some reason, everybody thinks this is terrible in my YouTube comments, but it was undeniable that this woody, citrusy scent just got a lot of compliments. Like, I am not a huge fan of this scent. I think this scent is honestly not my favorite. To me, this is very woody, very citrusy, very wood forward. It's not exactly my favorite scent. The pineapple is not strong enough in this to me to make it a very interesting scent. So it wasn't my favorite, but it got so many compliments. Everybody seemed to love this. It got a lot of compliments. People literally stopped me, grabbed me, and asked me what I was wearing. This was an aggressive compliment getter. So 100%. This one is, I think, the only one on my list that is strictly more on the male side. So I 100% think this was a positive compliment getter. And this was my number 3. Not exactly my vibe, but it was an undeniable compliment getter. That was Club de Nuit Intense Man. Woody, citrus, 100% man's man scent. Next one on my list, number 3 on the list is Nebras by Lattafa. This scent, I perceive it as a junior mint. It's like candy. It's like chocolate, minty. Even though there's no mint in here, I perceive mint. I'm sorry about it. I just perceive mint. But it's a chocolate, minty, vanilla, gourmandy sweetness thing. And I remember I wore this a long time ago, multiple times, and I've worn it since multiple times. And not just me, but me and my partner have both gotten compliments from this. And we've both gotten told really weird compliments. Like, I was told by a random person that I smelled like a snack. So that is kind of excessive in terms of compliment getting, but it's like, do you want to smell like a fancy snack? This kind of gives you fancy snack vibes. It is a delicious, delicious smell. It is very attractive. It's a very unique scent in the way that it has a top note that is very sharp, which what I perceive as mint, that attracts your attention and makes a person breathe deeper. And then that deeper breath brings in that chocolate, brings in that vanilla, brings in that more complexity. And there's a comfort there, there's a warmth there, but it's a cool warmth, which makes no sense. But it's like it's a weird intermingling of notes that makes this a sweet confectionery marvel. I really, really love this scent. This is a very nice scent. This is one of my few 10 out of 10, 10, 10 scents, and I really, really love this one. And this one got compliments everywhere. Like, this one was one of the first scents that I reviewed, and this one got complimented everywhere. So 100%, everywhere I went, it got huge compliments. And this one obviously leans more to the feminine side than the male side. I don't think I've ever seen a male reviewer review this positively. It's more like, oh, this is for the girls, that kind of thing. But I unapologetically wear this, and I got compliments about it. Like, expand your horizons, people. Scents are not gender-based. Next will be no surprise to anybody. No surprise to anybody. Huge compliment getter. Khamrah by Lattafa, or Khamrah by Lattafa. This beautiful scent, this intoxicating scent. Oh my God, just the smell of this. So this beautiful, intoxicating scent is a delicious cinnamon vanilla scent that permeates a room. This is a very, very powerful scent. It is very, very strong. It is very, very dominant. And you have to have a personality to match it. You have to be like a strong person to match this. But this one is a huge compliment getter, and I've gotten multiple compliments about it. I hesitate to call another scent more powerful than this or better than this in terms of compliment, but there is another one that's gotten more compliments. But this scent is 100% a huge compliment getter. I've gotten told that I smelled delicious. I've gotten told that I smelled manly. Someone said I smelled like a delicious, how was it? No, I got a comment. Who was it? I don't remember who it was, but someone said that I smelled like a horny man. And I was like, what? And this is like, what? So this is a pure compliment getter. This is like pure, incredibly powerful traction getter. And this will choke out a room. This will dominate a room. So you have to be careful about that. But the scent profile of this, that cognac, that vanilla, that cinnamon together, playing together to create this delicious scent cloud that is possibly very dominant, is wonderful. And a huge compliment getter, 100% huge compliment getter. I recommend it 100%. So the last one that also no one will find surprising is Liquid Brun by French Avenue. So Liquid Brun is an Altair dupe that smells ridiculously good. And this is another one that I've been stopped multiple times, being told that it smells delicious, it smells wonderful, it smells good. Like, I was told, like, what is that? It smells so good on, like, randomly in stores. This is a very, very powerful scent. This is a very, very dominating scent. This leaves a sillage behind you and it creates a cloud around you that is very powerful, and you will be asked about this. So this is a conversation starter scent. All of these are, honestly, but this one to me was the most that caused people to ask me what I was wearing and to literally write the name down. I think the only two that actually got people to ask me to write the name down were this one and this one. These are the two that got people to ask me to write the name down. But I got compliments, so many compliments from this, like to the point where I just couldn't keep track of them. It was so powerfully good, and everybody loves this one. To the point where I thought this one would beat anything Altair dupes ever. And I agree, just so good. So number one compliment getter, I think, is this one, just based on my personal experience. At least on my skin, it performs beautifully. This vanilla deliciousness that it projects, this awesome Altair dupe that it just adds a little bit of creaminess to make it a little bit different from that praline, is so, so, so good that it just calls attention. It just makes people stand up and watch.
Nice.
So this is my number one compliment getter, hands down. Now, one that I wanted to do honorable mention that I don't have here because I gave it away. I loaned it to my sister-in-law, but it also got a bunch of compliments that is also surprisingly feminine, is Kyrier Confection. I got a bunch of compliments on Kyrier Confection, and Kyrier Confection is decidedly feminine. That would be my number 7, probably, a top compliment getters. So what's my point in this? Besides showing you what my top 6 compliment getter scents are, it's to kind of open your mind a little bit about how scents work. They're not gender-based. You just wear what you wear, and what will work for you will work for you. And people will like what they like on you. So try things out. You'd be surprised what gets you complimented. I didn't think these would get me complimented, but they definitely did. So try it out. Try out, experiment. That's what the fun part about scents. Let me know what you think. What was your most complimented scent? Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and always remember to smell your best. See ya.